Hey everybody, it's Michelle here again with Birth You Hoover. Here at Birth You Hoover, I am a full spectrum, plant-based holistic doula and an advocate for all things safe, natural, and effective. Here on this channel, we discuss all things related to birth, pregnancy, and womb health. So if you guys like the content and you like what you hear on this channel, please be sure to subscribe. Today's topic is going to be about breastfeeding. I am a pro advocate of breastfeeding. I know that this is a controversial subject. I know that a lot of people have views of fed is best. I just want to talk a little bit about why I am pro breastfeeding and why I have been an advocate for breastfeeding for basically almost 10 years now. I am not here to combat anybody's decisions, because at the end of the day, it is your decision, it's your baby, and it's your life. I am here to give the information and to educate those who may not know the information and those who want to breastfeed and just don't know enough or where to start or have been discouraged. I'm here for them. So here's why I'm pro breastfeeding. When your baby is born, there's something that happens when your baby goes through the process of coming through your cervix and your vagina. They get microbes and bacteria from us that needs to be fed by our milk. So it's called microbes. It's a good gut bacteria that needs to be fed, again, by human breast milk. It communicates between mother and baby, between bodies. So, and it's a lot of science behind it, so I'm going to try to bring it to a point where people can understand it. So what happens is, in the structure of breast milk, there's something called oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides are basically a complex structure of carbohydrates, sugars, lipids, and all of these structures form the complete needs of your baby through communication. Skin to skin, through the baby's saliva when the baby is suckling on your nipple. This is a literal communication between mother and child. Your breast milk cannot be replicated, cannot be identical to anything on the shelf. Cow's milk cannot replicate you. It cannot be for your baby, because your baby do not they don't communicate with animal, they communicate with you. You grew the baby. Your body knows what's going on. Your body knows if that baby has come out with some form of deficiency. Your body knows if the baby is going to have a health problem. No other milk can do that. So when I speak about why I feel that breast milk is important, is because it is literally the start of your child's immune system, the start of your child's health and wellness. A lot of people will say, well, I formula fed my baby is perfectly fine. But what does perfectly fine actually mean? If your child is dealing with allergies, if your child is dealing with dry skin, eczema, if your child is dealing with irregular sleep patterns, if your child is dealing with any of these different normal, what we think is normal in our society, problems or issues, that's not a fine baby. If you have to live a life of congestion and dry skin and all of these different things, acne, all of that stuff literally starts in the beginning of life. It comes from us not breastfeeding. And some people will even say, well, I did breastfeed and my child still had some of those things. And that can just be a clear indication of a poor diet. So I just want to address again that your body creates a complete and whole structure for your baby to eat. And that it just literally can't happen anywhere else. So that's why, that's what it means when we say breast is best, because your body has created something for that baby. Even like your body at the beginning of a feeding, your milk changes from beginning to end. At bedtime, your milk changes to give the baby more heavier, more protein packed, more calories to fill the baby up so the baby can be done eating and be relaxed enough to go to sleep. If your baby is in pain, your body says, oh, I need cannabinoids. If your baby is sick, oh, your body says, I need antibodies. So all of the, if your baby is malnourished, your body says, oh, I need more calories. So through that communication between saliva, between skin to skin, all of those different things, is your milk constantly evolving, constantly changing, constantly equipping itself to be exactly what your child needs. And yes, I'm not saying that breastfeeding is the easiest thing in the world. A whole lot of us are miseducated. A whole lot of us don't understand how to properly go about it. A whole lot of us think that we're not producing enough when we actually are. A whole lot of us just need someone to care enough to give us the information and to value us enough and to value our babies enough to um, help with that journey and that process. So this is why I say that breast is best and breast milk is best. If you're one of those rare people who have a certain condition that you just can't produce milk, then that's a whole different story. But there's also donor milk. And a lot of people will say, oh, I'm not giving my baby another person's milk, but we're giving our children milk from another species. You will never find in any other species an animal giving its milk to a different animal. A cow is not going to give their breast milk to a cat. A cat's not going to give their breast milk to a rabbit. A rabbit is not going to give their breast milk to a goat. It never happens. It never happens. A gorilla ain't going to go over to the lion and say, all right, let me give you some of that, whatever the case may be. It's just not going to happen. Your species feed your species, and that's just how it is naturally. So when we find things like open gut, digestive problems, lactose intolerant, that is because we have introduced food that our babies cannot break down and digest so early. And that's why we find all of these problems throughout our children's lives. So again, that's my take on, and that's my opinions. And I did include a lot of science in this. I think the Microbiome School of, I forget the name of it. I'm going to drop the link though. There is a documentary going on about the infant microbiome of breast milk and its structures and why it is so important. It has a lot of science involved. It has a lot of evidence, a lot of research. And I think that if anybody needs more information, they should dig into those courses. They have a lot of free courses. And I learned a lot from them. I also did other breastfeeding classes, and I also just breastfed all my children. But again, if it becomes too difficult, I definitely think everybody needs a lactation consultant, a consult before you start this journey, especially if you are feeling pressure and you're feeling like it's not going to go well. So again, that's my take on breastfeeding. That's why I advocate for breastfeeding. I'm always willing to help. I'm always willing to give tips. I'm always willing to do tutorials, whatever the case may be, because I feel that it is that important to keep our babies healthy and thriving for the rest of their lives. Because what you do in those very early stages, that 1-2 year mark, pretty much sets the tone for the rest of their lives. So that's why I advocate for breastfeeding. That's why I'm so adamant about getting my sisters and my families to breastfeed their children, because it is just so essential. So again, thank you guys for coming and watching this video. I hope that you found something useful. If I didn't talk about something, or if you guys want a topic that I haven't already discussed, please be sure to email me at birthyouhoover@gmail.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the video, and I will see you guys for the next video. Peace and pregnancy, deaths.